Former teammates and on-the-road roommates, this goalie bromance held strong even during much controversy and drama that hung over Vancouver concerning the starter position. But the duo didn't let any of that stand in their way of enjoying each other's company, and could be seen showing their fondness for one another via social media. After Luongo made his way to the Sunshine State, Lack displayed his dismay by tweeting the hashtag #BromanceOver. Even still, Bobby Lou made long-distance attempts at keeping the bromance alive, while even unofficially taking part in a mask design contest for his successor for the 2014-15 season. The digital design featured pictures of none other than the duo themselves. Black even later reciprocated this and took it a step further by adding a cartoon version of Luongo himself on the side of his mask for the start of the 2015-16 season, after he too left Vancouver. As we all know, the Matt Zuccarello deal last deadline was particularly hard for longtime teammate Henrik Lundqvist, but the goaltender wasn't the only one to have formed a mutual bond with the Norwegian winger. In fact, during the past few seasons he was present in NYC, Mika Zibanejad displayed not only on-ice chemistry with Zook, but also off of it. And after it was apparent that his line mate and friend would no longer be playing beside him, Zibanejad was upfront about his reaction, saying, "He was a guy that took me in. He really helped me. He became one of my closest friends over the years. Helped me on the ice and off the ice with everything. And it's really sad that he's not here," he says. Even still, as Lundqvist was posting his emotional farewell to Zook via social media, Zibanejad was following suit, but only posted emojis in place of words. The Z emoji representing the Z initial that the forwards share, the peace sign, and a heart. Even after Zuccarello was over 1,000 miles away, the bromance still continued. "Mika, he misses me like I was his boyfriend. He FaceTimes me every day, so that's nice," Zuccarello says. After being both drafted a year apart by the same team, Jacob Trouba and Mark Scheifele spent more than half a decade on the same roster. And it was during that time that they quickly became inseparable. Both joined the team as youngsters, who, while together, could be rather goofy and carefree. A few humorous moments between the two include the pair singing along to a track from High School Musical, performing in a local rendition of the Nutcracker, and Trouba giving his dog a Scheifele bobblehead as a chew toy. And besides just the funnier moments, one belonging to the sappier category was when Trouba took it upon himself to avenge his teammate and friend after an attempted hit. Compliments of Michael Latta.
So guys, if your careers end up going in different directions, would you miss each other?
I would not miss having to pick him up off the opposing goalie. This guy lays on the goalie more than anybody I've ever seen in my life.
You gotta go to those dirty areas though to score a goal.
While you might frequently hear me talking about things guys have in common, as I often do, when I say Getzlaf and Perry have obvious similarities, well, it doesn't get any closer to twinning than this. As a pair, were born a mere 8 days apart, drafted 9 spots apart, and even played on the same line for years. And aside from playing for the same NHL team, the duo also represented Team Canada, simultaneously while winning 3 gold medals internationally. A few highlights of this bromance include Getzlaf unlacing Perry skates for him in the locker room, learning to speak Russian with Cabby, and of course, when the two took part in bringing the first ever Stanley Cup to Anaheim, over a decade ago. Definitely a unique bond was that of Mitch Marner, Austin Matthews, and Patrick Marleau, as the dynamic was more of a father and son's relationship than anything. Marleau even previously acknowledged the fact by calling Mitch and Austin his adopted sons. Both took part in family photos, routinely spent time off the ice with Marleau and his other 4 sons. Marleau taught both forwards how to play cards, especially euchre, while Marner and Matthews made sure their dad was hip by teaching him text lingo. The bromance even went so far on Matthews' end that he chose to honor the veteran by wearing his jersey under his own during the 2019 NHL All-Star Game. After learning of the trade himself, Marleau took to his wife's Twitter page, since he doesn't have one of his own, and left a rather sentimental farewell to both Austin and Mitch, while thanking them for becoming part of the family.